Hi everybody, this is DemonSword. Now, I've been recommending Chennis Cutlery to a few of you. Saying that name I can't say it. Chennis Cutlery. Okay. Their website is right there, by the way. I'm sorry if I blurred that for a second. Now, I have been recommending this to you guys, girls. I don't know how to say this. To the lot of you, I've been recommending these blades because the way they forge them is very well done. The blades are really high end, and they've got good, fittings. Everything fits well on these blades. They've got good balance. They're properly pegged, by which I mean there's a wood peg and a metal peg and correct brass fittings or pins on each side of the blade. Let me give you guys a little overview of it. Now, you're probably wondering what blade this is from Chennis. This is actually a discontinued blade, but it's in the same fittings, brass Tsuba, and system as their Tenchi 9260 steel. Spring steel, sorry. Don't want to mess anybody up there. This is not the Tenchi, this is the Higo. This is the last Higo. I had been talking to Paul Chen, who is the owner, and I had asked him about the Higo katana because I prefer laminated. My method of sword style needs a light sword, which my Kaze fits perfectly. I'm not going to complain about that. Kaze is a great dojo cutter. Kaze lacks weight behind it. The whole point of Kaze was to be a quick cutter, meaning that it has a very hard edge, but most of the blade is constructed with light metals. It has a soft core of 1045, I believe, and medium outer, which is about 1065 high carbon. I'm going to just say roughly that because it's not really that, but that's as close as I can say what it was done with. It's a Japanese sword made in Japan. I was not there for the process. I ordered the blade. It's performed well. The edge of Kaze is roughly, if I had to classify the edge metal, is 1095. Kaze is an Ishiso Zume method, which is a 3 metal method. Higo katana here is done in a 2 lamination metal method, meaning there are 3 metals like this. The center one is spring steel, and these outer two, I wonder if I can do that, these outer two metals are 1045 high carbon. So they merge these metals together, giving it good rigidity and strength, but keeping the flexibility. Now the center metal being the spring steel, 9260, means the edge of this is pretty sharp, pretty dense, and highly flexible. There's not much that can compete with that edge. The outer metal gives it the rigidity and allows me the weight to cut through heavier targets, which is one thing Kaze was having issues with. No matter how fast I draw, the blade will cut through it. But if I make them thicker and thicker and thicker, there's going to come a point where Kaze can't cut through it because it doesn't have enough momentum and kinetic energy to cut through the target. That's not what that blade was meant for. The blade was meant to cut quick targets, say one person. It's a Kaze, I would probably roughly say Kaze is a 4-body person, meaning it can cut 4 people very quickly. But if those people were highly close and dense each other, like in a group, right next to each other, I would not do that. Back to the Chennis Cutlery. They do proper fittings. I was very lucky to get this. This is the last Higo. This was the last sword in the warehouse. I asked if he was going to do more laminating. He goes, I actually have one Higo left. Do you want it? And I was like, yes. Yes, please. Please sell it to me. I would be most honored to have it, and it would have a good home. Cutting up bottles, watermelons, tatami mats. This is going to be a fun dojo blade. Now, I haven't tried it out cutting anything yet with it, but I took it out and tested the blades, swung a few times. It's very light for strikes, but it actually has some good weight to it. The fittings are all pretty tight. The spring steel allows it to pretty much cut through almost anything. That's within reason. I'm not going to say, you know, you can cut through cars. But one of the things I do like about Chetness Cutlery, is this tip forge method. The way they forge their swords tips is proper. It is the correct method, or the best method I have seen in a while. Meaning these tips are highly dense. You can actually stab through metal with it. I would not recommend this, mind you, but they have videos on their site that show what their tips can do, and it's pretty lethal. The Tenchi blade I've seen cut wooden blocks with, I've used my friend's, and it cut through, I would say, 5 water bottles without even blinking an eye. It cut through a block of wood. It's a very dense metal. Spring steel is a high density metal that is both flexible and dense. So you have the strength of 1045 with the lightness of 1095. You know. Or maybe I had that backwards in my head. It's light. So if I mess it up, I'm sorry. The sword came with a sword bag, this nice pretty box. The sheath. I'm trying to think, what else did I get with this? Oh, the card. Gave me a card. I don't usually get cards. Shinwa gave me a card, but Shinwa also gives you a how to disassemble a katana and cleaning method. Maybe I should actually do a video on that. If you guys want to have that, do it. Tell me in the video link. Maybe I'll do a sword cleaning how to. Trying to figure out how I would do that one-handed. Anyway, for those of you who want to talk about trying to find a katana, I'm always here. If you need help, ask me. Post it to the YouTube channel. Send me a message on YouTube. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a message on my site. All the links will be below the video here. So I'm hoping to try this blade out soon, so you guys can see what the Chetness Cutlery can do. I'm actually really excited. I like the feel of this blade. It feels nice. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this blade is pretty fun. And there's the box, it came in over there. So, yeah, that's it for the Chetness Higo katana, the last Higo katana. I just like how that sounds, it sounded pretty cool. So, again, I thank Paul Chen very much, not to be confused with Hanwei's Forge, Paul Chen, they're actually 2 different people, I found out. Go figure. Chetness Cutlery is in San Diego. So, just wanted to say, I put my money where my mouth is, I recommend it, thus I have one now. Just to say, you know. If you guys have any questions, ask it. If you want a close-up on the blade, I have no problem doing that. Oh, let's see. This is how it came out of the box, literally a minute ago. Or 8 minutes ago from this video's time length. But I pulled it out of the sheath, put the sheath up there, and put the blade there, and I'm showing you guys. So, this is the Chetness Cutlery. Oh, look, a string. Sorry. ADD. ADHD. Get scared. So, yeah, the blade looks really nice. And this was their last run with it, and it's discontinued, and this is the last one that was on the shelf, so I'm very lucky I got it. Question or comments? Below. Need help? Ask. DemonSword out.